Season 2 of Peacock's adaptation of one of my all-time favorite video game franchises in Twisted Metal has arrived. We have 3 episodes available on the platform now as the tournament is officially here. Let's dive into these 3 episodes, everything that we saw with full spoilers. There's a part of me that does understand the majority of people who don't watch the show. It doesn't feel like a ton of people are actually watching this. But for those of us who are, we are having a damn good time doing it. The start of this second season is already feeling like it's going to be better than what we got the entirety of season 1. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the first season much more than I expected to for what it was. It was a very interesting introduction into this world and the idea of what a Twisted Metal TV show can look like. But the second season is already doing things that the first season didn't do. Thanks to that season 1 finale and the setup for what came after, we are in a full-fledged Twisted Metal story right now. We are getting the introduction of characters that we did not see in the first season that play such a major part in the games, and it's such an exciting time for us who played these games to see these characters come to life. Dollface, Mr. Grimm, Axel, the real Raven, and so many other characters that not only play a huge part in the games, but are going to play a massive part in the tournament that is now just around the corner. I will say, the one thing that I enjoy the most about this show is how it doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows exactly what it is, whether it is the story that we are getting that sounds absolutely ridiculous and wacky as it comes to life, but the characters and how much fun they have, the banter between all of these characters, knowing that they don't live in a serious world. And don't get me wrong, the stakes are definitely high. That's not what I'm saying. There's a lot of big moments in this show that deal with unalivings and things that you probably wouldn't expect to see, but it is Twisted Metal at the end of the day. If you played those video games, even seen clips of those video games, this type of adaptation is perfect for what those games were. Now, when it comes to the actual story, there's a couple of key elements that we really have to cling on to in these first couple of episodes, with the biggest happening with Anthony Mackie's character, John Doe. Since that final moment in season 1, it has been 7 months, and we are getting a montage of him training, living in New San Francisco, and we thought that he was doing all of this under Neve Campbell's Raven, but we learn at the beginning of this season that she is only one of many Ravens, but we are introduced to the actual real Raven that is the one who is really in charge. And I actually like that decision a lot. Now, it's very interesting to see what they do with Neve Campbell and her character and the other Ravens that we are seeing on the board in the background. But as far as the introduction of this real Raven, the one who is actually in charge, I like the move a lot because the real Raven is actually a pretty cool character that has a large part to do in the video games. Now, the other part of all this is Quiet, the other character that we spent a lot of time with in season 1. And at the end of that season, we saw her have a run-in with the Dollface crew where it was revealed that Dollface is actually John Doe's sister. And in these first 3 episodes, we see her having a large part in that community, becoming a Dollface